In this video, we're going to go over the display settings of the bar. So we go into our site, and right here you can see that we have a bar placement. So I'm going to click on this, edit, and then we can look at the display settings. So click on this, and it's selected the top/bottom bar, which is perfect, that's what we want. And this is all pretty self-explanatory. We can choose if we want to display at the top or the bottom of the page. And then these three options are if we want how we want the bar to display. So generally, if it's at the top of the page, we want it to push the page down so it's not covering existing content on your site. And then we choose if we want it to stay at the top or not. This another way to say this is if we want it sticky or not. And then this one is just for desktop. And then we have the same option, but for mobile, stay at the top on mobile. And then the z-index is how far up on the page it displays. And so sometimes the cart slider can display beneath the top bar and mess things up a little bit. So you'll need to check the z-index of your cart, and then you can change this so it displays below or above the cart as needed. We can choose how often it displays, when it displays, if we want it to show up immediately, if we want there to be a delay on it, if we want it to show up after scrolling for a little bit. Generally on top bars we have them show immediately, so I'm just going to leave this as immediately. And then here's some other options for if we want people to be able to close the bar, if we want it to close for the entire session. If we select this but don't select this is left unselected, then every time they reload the page or go to a new page that the top bar is on, it will display again. So if you don't want that to happen, then you can select this. And then when they click on it, if it links, then this is opening it in a new tab. So go to the next part, and this is where on your site it will show. So right here, it's selected to show on all pages if you want this, but let's say you don't want it on the cart page, then we can just add this. Let's change it to doesn't contain, and it won't show on the cart page, but it will show on everything else. If we just want it to show on one or two pages, then we can add this. Let's say we just want it to show on product pages. So we can add this, and it will change this to contains. It will just show, the top bar will just show now on anything that has product in the URL. We also can change the frequency if we want it every visit, if we want it once per session, show only once. This kind of gives a little explanation of how that works. It shows only once or until they clear their cookies. And then custom, we can choose, let's say we want it to show once every 7 days. And then go next and choose the goal for this. We're going to track sales on this one, so we'll just keep that and update the placement. And those are the display settings for a bar.